The DC producer testified in court that the two lead actors of Aquaman had zero chemistry on screen. He said it under oath, in a federal courtroom, watched by millions of people worldwide. And the actress he was talking about testified back that she fought hard to stay in the movie, and they still did not want her. This is Aquaman, real ages and life partners. Aquaman, released December 21, 2018, made $1.148 billion worldwide, the highest-grossing DC film at that time. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, released December 22, 2023, the 15th and final film in the DC Extended Universe before James Gunn's complete reboot. And the real lives of the people behind those underwater suits are more dramatic than anything happening in Atlantis. Jason Momoa, born August 1, 1979. He is 46 years old. Arthur Curry is supposed to be in his early to mid-30s. He grew up in Norwalk, Iowa, a small town, raised by his mother after his parents separated when he was very young. He was discovered as a model in Hawaii at age 19, working at a surf shop. His first major role was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones Season 1, a character who died before Season 2. He had one season to make an impression, and made one of the most memorable impressions in the history of the show. He was married to actress Lisa Bonet from 2017 to 2022, together for 16 years before they married and then divorcing 2 years after. Lisa Bonet is 12 years older than him. He called their separation the hardest thing he has ever had to do. He is now dating actress Adria Arjona. They went Instagram official in May 2024. They made their red carpet debut at the SNL 50th anniversary special in February 2025. After the red carpet, he danced the night away with Meryl Streep. That is a very specific sentence, and it is completely true. He played Aquaman across 9 years and 4 films in the DC Extended Universe. James Gunn then rebooted the entire universe. Instead of walking away, he came back as Lobo in Supergirl 2026, a completely different character, in the universe that replaced him. Because nobody tells Jason Momoa what he cannot do. Amber Heard, born April 22, 1986. She is 40 years old. She played Mera, the Atlantean princess and Arthur Curry's love interest across both Aquaman films. And here is the full story of what happened to her in this franchise, because the official version and the real version are very different. She testified under oath during the Johnny Depp defamation trial in 2022 that after Depp publicly called her domestic abuse allegations a hoax, Warner Brothers stopped communicating with her entirely. She said, "I fought really hard to stay in the movie. They did not want to include me in the film." She said she was given a script and then given new versions that removed her action scenes. DC Studios president Walter Hamada testified in the same trial that the decision to reduce her role was not related to Johnny Depp at all. He said the reason was simple. She and Jason Momoa had a distinct lack of chemistry on screen together. He testified, "They did not really have a lot of chemistry together. The reality is, it is not uncommon in movies for two leads to not have chemistry." A DC producer testified under oath in a federal courtroom that the two leads of a billion-dollar franchise had no chemistry, and both of them heard it, and then had to finish the sequel anyway. After the trial, Amber Heard moved to Madrid, Spain with her daughter Ona Page Heard, whom she welcomed via surrogate in April 2021. She has kept almost completely out of the public eye since 2023. Her career in Hollywood has not recovered. She has not appeared in a major production since Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Patrick Wilson, born July 3, 1973. He is 52 years old. He played King Orm Ocean Master, Arthur's half-brother and the primary villain of the first Aquaman film and a complicated anti-hero in the second. He is one of the most quietly respected actors in Hollywood, known for the Conjuring franchise, Insidious, Watchmen, Angels in America on Broadway, Little Children opposite Kate Winslet, and Midway. He has an extraordinary range across horror, drama, action, and musical theater that most people do not realize because he disappears so completely into every role. He has been married to actress Dagmara Dominček since 2005. They have 2 sons together. He is one of the most consistently employed and consistently respected actors in Hollywood, and one of the least publicly dramatic. No scandals, no controversies, no tabloid moments. Just an extraordinarily talented actor who has been married to the same woman for 20 years and keeps showing up to work. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, born July 15, 1986. He is 39. He played David Kane, Black Manta, the primary human antagonist of the Aquaman franchise. Before acting, he was an architect. He studied architecture at UC Berkeley and worked as a city planner in San Francisco before he ever set foot on an acting set. He graduated from the Yale School of Drama in 2015. He went from city planner to Yale drama graduate to DC villain in the space of about 3 years. He won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a limited series for his role in Watchmen on HBO in 2020, playing Dr. Manhattan. DC villain, Emmy winner. Former architect, he appeared in The Matrix Resurrections and Ambulance, directed by Michael Bay. His personal life is kept completely private. No confirmed long-term public relationship. He is one of the most quietly impressive career builders to come out of any DC or Marvel production of the last decade. Nicole Kidman, born June 20, 1967. She is 59 years old. She played Queen Atlanta, Arthur's mother, in both Aquaman films. Nicole Kidman in a superhero film is not something most people predicted. She has 2 Academy Award nominations and 1 win for The Hours in 2003. She has been in films directed by Stanley Kubrick, Baz Luhrmann, Sofia Coppola, and Jane Campion. She agreed to play a supporting role in an underwater DC film and brought the same commitment she brings to everything. She has been married to country music star Keith Urban since 2006. They have 2 daughters together, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret. She also has 2 adopted children from her marriage to Tom Cruise, Isabella and Connor, though her relationship with them has been described as complicated and distant in various reports over the years. She is 59 years old, has been married to the same man for 20 years, won an Oscar, worked with Stanley Kubrick, and still found time to play an Atlantean queen in a billion-dollar superhero franchise. That is a very complete life. 3 facts. First, the DC Studios president testified under oath in a federal courtroom that Jason Momoa and Amber Heard had no chemistry together on screen. He said it publicly, in a trial watched by millions of people. Second, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II was a city planner in San Francisco before he became an actor. He went from planning city infrastructure to winning an Emmy in approximately 5 years. Third, Jason Momoa was discovered at age 19 working in a surf shop in Hawaii. His first major role was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones, a character who died in season 1. He had 1 season to make an impression. He made one of the most memorable impressions in the show's entire run. So that is the Aquaman cast, real ages and life partners. Jason Momoa was discovered in a Hawaii surf shop at 19, married a woman 12 years older than him, divorced after 16 years together, is now dating Adria Arjona, danced with Meryl Streep at an SNL anniversary party, had his entire DC universe erased by James Gunn, and came back as a completely different character in the same universe. Amber Heard fought to stay in a billion-dollar franchise, had a DC producer testify under oath that she had no chemistry with her co-star, won her defamation countersuit, and moved to Madrid with her daughter. Patrick Wilson has been married to the same woman for 20 years, appeared in The Conjuring, Watchmen, and Aquaman, and has never had a single tabloid moment. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II was a city planner in San Francisco and is now an Emmy-winning DC villain. And Nicole Kidman, who worked with Stanley Kubrick, played an Atlantean queen and brought the exact same commitment she brings to everything. $1 billion at the box office, 1 federal courtroom drama, and a cast whose real lives were every bit as cinematic as anything happening underwater. Which cast member's story shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, and subscribe for more videos like this. The next one is already ready. See you there.